What's up guys, Lyman Gillen here, and in this video I'm going to be giving you 5 tips to help you instantly up your guitar game. So without further ado, let's smash into it. Tip number 1 is going to be always practice to a metronome, and you probably hear this all the time, but metronomes are so insanely important because they're going to help you develop your sense of time. And if you can't play without time, then you can't play. So yeah, practice to a metronome. Tip number 2 is going to be get yourself a mirror to practice in front of, and no, it's not just so you can see your sexy self in the mirror, it's so you can see what your hands are doing when you're playing. And it's very important to be able to see what your hands are doing because then you can take what you're doing and compare it to some of your favorite players out there, and you can make subtle adjustments accordingly based off of what you see in real time. So yeah, real's important. I do it all the time. If you can't get yourself a mirror, really reflective screens like these monitors behind me can also really help too. So do it, it will help, I promise. Tip number 3 is going to be economy of motion. And what economy of motion means is that you're just going to be doing the minimum amount of effort required in order to achieve the desired outcome. So you're not going to be flailing your right hand wildly trying to play chords, and you're not going to be lifting your fingers off of the board entirely. And this is because you want to do the minimum amount of effort required in order to do it. I mean, it sounds kind of self-explanatory, but you'd be surprised how many people don't employ this. So when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, try to make sure that you're doing just little tiny movements to get to where you need to go. You don't look necessarily as cool doing it than you would if you were windmilling up on stage, but theatrics is the death of integrity. I just made that up, I have no idea. Tip number 4 is going to be find somebody who's better than you and play with them. That sounds really bad. If you find somebody that's better than you at the guitar and then you can play with them, you can subconsciously pick up on ideas and concepts that they're doing that you can incorporate into your playing in order to make you a better player. An extreme side of this would be to take lessons from somebody that's better than you, because if you need help sweep picking or alternate picking or what have you, you can get lessons from somebody who's dealt with all those things, that knows how to overcome the plateaus or the roadblocks in order to get to where you want to be. So do it. Whether it's on Skype, whether it's in person, whether it's just jamming with some friends, find some people that are better than you and play around with them. And that's gonna bring us to our last tip, which is tip number 5, and that is don't forget to breathe. I know that sounds kind of weird for guitar, but it's actually markedly important, because when we're playing guitar and doing a lot of strenuous activities with our hands, we end up using a lot of oxygen in the process. And so your body needs to replenish that oxygen through breathing. And what it can also do is actually help you build phrases, because when you are a trumpet player or you're a singer, your breathing shapes the way and how you phrase out musical ideas and concepts. So if you start employing that same sort of concept in your guitar playing, I know it sounds really weird, but try it, trust me, you'll be able to shape better phrases because you were helping with breathing, if that makes sense. So do it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. If you liked it, you could consider subscribing and leaving a like down below. There's gonna be a lot more content where this came from, including a part 2 to this video. Otherwise, I'll just catch you next time. Cheers.